Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. We are closing in on the end of the Sylph Arena. This is actually the final cup of the Sylph Arena regular season. Of course, there's Continentals and Worlds for the single Sylph, and there's still factions for Sylph as well going on. But for single Sylph, where all this PvP organized play started back in 2019, it is coming to an end. So we're going to wrap it up here with the Innocent Cup, and I attended my local tournament to kind of close it out. And let's just say, what a way to close it out. I will be battling against a lot of familiar faces in Southern California, but one of them you might be familiar with, which is my teammate Ramberto, who I faced in the grand finals of San Diego, but there might be a chance we face off against each other. So let's get into the battles here, and we're going to kind of showcase how the team worked. Before we get into the battles, a big shout out and thank you to all my patrons who've been supporting my content creation. If you would also like to have early access to my strategies and lineups, or see behind the scenes footage of my battles, feel free to sign up in the Patreon link down below. Kicking off here, you can see my team and then my opponent's team here on the side as well. Emolga honestly was really solid for me, and it's really good into my opponent's team here. Really just have to watch out for some neutral matchups like Clefable. Seeking's kind of annoying because they can debuff you. And unfortunately I ended up shielding a Bulbbeam there. I thought maybe it was a Surf, so I thought, you know, some meaningful damage, especially because they're staying in Jellicent into my Emolga. But at this point, I'm thinking, all right, might as well just swap out and see what happens. We are stuck against the Jellicent still, but we do get debuffed. Unfortunately, this is actually a really bad spot for me because this Araquanid completely walls off my Seeking, and my Jellicent, it does beat it, but they have avoided that matchup. So I'm going to do whatever I can here to kind of just whittle down this Araquanid. But Araquanid resisting, one of the few Pokemon that resist ice and ground coverage makes it very, very strong. Now, the good news is my Jellicent can get quite a bit of energy here against my opponent. And they debuff me, but the good, I also have my Emolga to clear debuff, so definitely want to keep that in mind. Against two debuffing Pokemon with Seeking and Jellicent, definitely have to have that Emolga healthy for that backhand matchup. And then now they come in with a Seeking here, so it's actually a Waterfall Seeking, so it's arguably a little better for my Jellicent, but we do get the Hex down here, which definitely makes this matchup a little bit better. I'm going to no shield. I know I live a draw run either way, so I'm not super concerned in case I get baited there with Icy Wind, which is what happened. But we can safely go for double Shadow Ball at this point. So kind of a close one, but Jellicent proved to be very, very strong, and again, Emolga is still very strong too, but you know, not resisting, and the moves from Jellicent is definitely still an issue there. Again, Clefable also very strong, so I'm gonna just swap in my jump off to catch a move. I thought I was gonna catch a Moonblast, but it ends up being a Psychic, and I think I got an attack drop, defense drop too, which is not ideal. But they do come in Araquanid, which is kind of nice for me, because I do have really good coverage into Araquanid, and you know, Bug Buzz is only neutral and takes quite a bit of energy. I'm gonna go straight for the energy ball here. Not enough to take it out, but I should be able to Fairy Wind down. Let's see what happens. It's a Bulbbeam, and I'm just going to actually bring in the Emolga to clear the debuff here instead. Emolga is super strong into the whole team, so I feel like I could easily pivot out, and with energy I can handle a lot of things. And again, the Clefable is pretty much out of energy when it came in. At this point in time, I'm probably going to shield and just farm down here. Yeah, Emolga with energy is going to be super strong here. And as you can see, as expected, very strong into the Azumarill here. And we're just going to try to optimize our timings to get the most of this. And yeah, I think I'm just going to let this go. Come in with the Jump Love, throw the Energy Ball. It's going to do quite a bit of damage, and just enough, not enough to knock out, like a Fairy Wind down, and able to Fairy Wind down the Clefable right there. So definitely a little bit better of adjustment for game number 2. So we've already won, but we are going to play that game number 3. It's going to be the Dartrix, and honestly, I did not even know what moves this thing learns. The Razor Leaf is definitely a little scary for my Jellicent and my Seeking, but they let the Acrobatics go, so maybe expecting a Discharge there, but which would be resisted, maybe as a bait, but was pretty good that I was able to land that. And then again, I'm going to swap over to my Jump Love, which is pretty good into that Araquanid, and then my Jellicent even better. But I just want to draw out whatever is even weaker to Emolga in the back, which ends up being the Jellicent here, which is perfect because now I am able to align my Emolga into it and then have my own Jellicent for the Araquanid. So I'm gonna probably just let them finish me off here. Actually, no, we get to another Energy Ball. Yeah, the bulk on Jump Off is no joke here. And then we're able to get to this Emolga. Unfortunately, in this last team composition, the Araquanid didn't have anywhere to go. So, great games to my opponent there. And going to round number 2 against JamesTheBlasian, one of our local organizers as well, too. So, shout out to him for all the work that he does. This is not a great setup for sure. Whiscash into Seaking is one of the reliable counters to Seaking. It's really Whiscash and Jellicent are the main two. I guess Swampert as well. I don't know. Swampert's a little less reliable because he had Land Earthquake. But yeah, so this is not the best situation, but we do get a shield. So that's kind of nice. And I decided to actually shield this Energy Ball. Oh, it looks like Checky's done here. So we're going to let her go. But I shielded the Energy Ball because it's still going to do more damage than a Mud Bomb, right? So, and the Energy on Seaking is not completely useless. They actually comes in with the Clefable here. This might be a mistake going Icy Wind. I think the better play is to go Drill Run, double Drill Run instead. Yeah, because if I just want double Drill Run, I just take out the Clefable without having to tank any moves, right? So I think I kind of messed that play up a little bit. But that being said, we do shield a Blizzard, which is really nice for me because yeah, that's pretty crucial here. And I land the Acrobatics, which is really important because now I can go straight for Discharge Baits. And there's going to be another Blizzard, of course. So it does take me out. But that residual energy just coming in handy. I think we CMP'd there, which is super close. I think obviously my misplay there is throwing that Icy Wind. So, but keeping it really close for a very exciting Game 1 finish. Unfortunately, we lose the lead here. Not great. But my Emolga looks pretty good into this team composition outside against that Alolan Raichu. And I'm going to shield potential Ice Beam. I'm going to go straight for the Acrobatics. Emolga generate energy super quickly here. It's really nice. And I think I probably just outpace the Swalot here. So, but again, Swalot Infestation is doing pretty much no damage here. Personally, I've run into a decent amount of Swalots this month in Innocent Cup, and I think it's strong, but it's also a little bit easier to play because the lack of damage from that infestation, and just having Ice Beam and Sludge Bomb, just more energy intensive moves. We get to the Discharge here because I didn't think I was going to get to I was going to CMP them on the Blizzard. So we get some chip damage, which is nice. Also good to see how much damage that does. Ends up being a Mud Bomb actually. So, but they're just going to double up on Mud Bombs. Maybe just get a little farm out of that. So, and then we get the lineman we want, which is nice. Because now we have that Seaking for the back end. I guess technically speaking, Blizzard does a little more damage. To just in the Mud Bomb, but probably just hoping for something besides Seaking in the back. But because I was able to get alignment here, we're in a good spot here, and unfortunately we can't finish this off. So Seaking, even though has double super effective against Jump Bluff, still not enough. But we're gonna throw a Surf here. I don't actually think I probably could have farmed down there, but I just threw it just to be safe because we have so much energy anyway, and there's no need for me to tank any extra additional moves, and we can Hex Sound for the Game 2 win. So still kind of close, but Emolga safe swap really coming clutch here. Emolga again into Swalot. I'm going to swap right over to my Jellicent here. And at this point, I'm thinking, all right, it's probably a Whiscash in the back. So I kind of want alignment here, I think. So I let the first Energy Ball go through because you don't want to shield a potential Energy Ball later once you're debuffed, although I guess the second one still takes you out. I'm gonna bait with the Surf here though. See if they grab a shield. We do grab a shield, which is huge because now Jellicent can throw this Shadow Ball. Jellicent just disgusting. I mean, water type beating a grass type there without any ice moves, just straight neutral ghost damage. Very, very nice. And this is huge for me because now I can get additional damage against the Swalot. Swalot obviously can farm quite a bit, but I don't think they can farm me down. So we're just doing so much work. Okay, we even get a Surf off here. It's going to be the Whiscash that comes in. And this is going to be kind of an interesting situation. I definitely have to save my shield for that Zweilous. So I think I just choose to no shield a potential Blizzard. If it is Blizzard, fine. But it actually ends up being a Mud Bomb. I decided to still let this go. Ends up being a Blizzard. I didn't want to get double baited because I know that I could just throw the Dark Pulse before they get to their Blizzard, and we catch the potential Ice Beam here, and that's going to be huge for us because definitely some extra damage or energy we could relieve off our Zweilous, and yeah, able to close it out. So catching the end, I don't think it was super necessary, but just wanted to ensure that I win that because I knew they couldn't infestation me down. Round number 3 opponent here, we go into EightTheGreat team, and this is definitely one of the spicy team I saw because they have a Volibee. Not only that, a Swellow as well. I haven't faced any of these in any of my other battles, and luckily we are able to catch a Sludge Bomb, which is really nice. I thought it was going to be potentially Ice Beam, but Jellicent resists all the moves anyway. Honestly, Sludge Bomb is better into Jellicent there because it is at least stab with the Swallow despite being resisted. But here is that Volibee is actually running Feint Attack as well there too, so I don't actually see that very often. But it's nice to see some spice here, and this is kind of weird because the foul plays are still neutral and they have way too much health on this thing for me to farm down. So I think at this point in time, I'm just going to take it out as soon as possible. I just want the Feint Attack damage is still probably more than even the infestation damage. Go Sludge Bomb again, so kind of interesting. I haven't seen the Ice Beam yet, but maybe just preserving that info for later. We get another discharge off. This is really key info for me, and they shield, and then we catch a we catch a Sludge Bomb here. And now they come in with a Swallow. I have no idea what this thing learns. I thought maybe close combat, Sky Attack. Sky Attack will still do a lot. So we do get the Dark Pulse off to finish this off. Can we finish off the Swallow? And we do. Dragon Breath. So the 2 catches from the Swallow definitely helped me quite a bit. But this is a terrible lead for me. Alone Raichu. It's good into Jellicent and the Emolga. And here comes the Volibee again. So this is really bad for me because this is not the alignment I want. And what's my third Pokemon here? It is going to be Zweilous. Zweilous is going to be a hard wall to that Raichu. But we haven't seen the third Pokemon yet, and yeah, I don't know. This could be kind of tricky. So we're going to definitely try to farm as much energy as we can here. Definitely want to be able to potentially throw Acrobatics. Again, I don't know my Feint Attack counts. I have no idea what this thing has. We're going to swap over to the Zweilous, and it is going to be Swallots. They can't debuff me or anything like that. They don't really have a lower energy move, so it's not too bad. So I'm going to just start spamming away these Body Slams. Try to get shields down, right? And they're probably going to shield the Swalot because this Zweilous is a complete hard wall to that Raichu. I'm going to farm a little bit extra. Leave a good chunk of energy here. And yeah, I swap over here. We do get to the Acrobatics, but this is a problem because they have Volt Switch and they could potentially farm me down, which they do. I'm thinking, all right, they got Wild Charge. It is over. And fortunately, it was Thunder Punch. I think the second move was either Psychic. I think it was Psychic or Grass. I can't remember which one specifically. I talked to him after. So definitely lucked out there a little bit, but alignment was definitely not on my side. And going into game number 3, Whiscash into Emolga is a really uncomfortable matchup. I'm going to throw it on CMP though. And they do shield the Acrobatics, and I'm gonna shield the potential Blizzard, and unfortunately we get baited. And I'm trying to catch a Blizzard, which is not great either because this is still a lot of neutral damage. And they're gonna farm up extra here. So yeah, they come in Swalot, which is a smart play because they know they can beat me even if I come in. They come into a Clefable with an energy advantage, and yeah, there's just no reason for me to shield because I have a Zweilous in the back. Yeah, and that's not going to appreciate any potential Blizzard. Even Mud Bomb starts adding up there. That being said, this is super uncomfortable. I have to tank an Ice Beam. I come in Zweilous. They come in Whiscash. Potentially could be a Blizzard. It is going to be a Blizzard. And I was like, all right, is this just a Mud Bomb? And no. Oh wait, it is a Mud Bomb. Okay. They have another Mud Bomb though, so I definitely was losing track of their energy. And I have almost no health on anything here. So it's not going to be a great time. I'm expecting that pesky Volibee in the back, and that's exactly what it is. Unfortunately, just not enough health to deal with it. So definitely the Volibee coming in clutch for my opponent here too. I mean, it seemed like it was on my Jellicent like every game. That's why I didn't even bring Jellicent in the third game and did not pan out. All right, we get the finals we've been waiting for. I get a finals against Ramberto. We're the 2 remaining undefeated players in this tournament. and starts off with a terrible lead. I will say that. And then not a great situation for the counter swap for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna throw the Icy Wind here. Maybe prevent them from having an easy farm down. Maybe I should have just gone for the drone. I don't know. I guess I can't really Poison Jab down or Thunder Shock down, so it doesn't matter too much. We're going to definitely over farm here a bit. So they go for the Blizzard. I'm probably going to throw on CMP here, and I don't even think he threw the move. Maybe I went a little early, but that's fine because I doubled up. And we go for the Acrobatics. This should do quite a bit of damage to Zweilous, and it actually one-shots. He thought maybe I was baiting there, or that Acrobatics wasn't going to do enough. Honestly, I don't know how much it was going to do because I haven't seen that matchup myself. But my goal here is get shields down or put this in potential Meteor Mash range. Even while debuffed, this discharge still does quite a bit of damage. And luckily we get that shield off, and I should be able to, yeah, get to the Moonblast here. Let's see if this KOs or not. I think it should do quite a bit. Yeah, it does. So the Acrobatics landing on this Wireless definitely helped out there. If you watch the Grand Final San Diego, you know I'm looking for some revenge here. Unfortunately, we get a terrible lead matchup. But I definitely need a little redemption after my San Diego matchup against my friend and teammate, right? You know, I know I'm talking a little smack, but he's a friend of mine, a teammate of mine. And it's always fun to battle him. But I need some redemption, and let's see if we can make that happen or not. We do get baited on the Mud Bomb, but landing the Acrobatics was huge because now I could go straight Discharge, and he's forced a Shield Discharge. This is probably going to be a Blizzard. No, another Mud Bomb. Okay. And I swap over here to the Clefable, so I still don't have Switch advantage. This is still not great for me. But yeah. So how do we deal with this? I do have the Jealous in the back. So that I do have that going for me, and Zweilous comes in here, and I get the Meteor Mash off, which is massive. Actually does a lot of damage. I didn't realize I was going to do that much damage. So I should lift the Body Slam, and I'm going to just throw the Discharge right away. Should do enough damage to knock out the Zweilous, and then Jellicent for the Whiscash to close it out. So yeah, so we get a revenge. We get the 2-0 against Ramberto. Obviously, we're going to play game 3. But you know, it's great to still play against a friend here too, and definitely a very skilled battler. But some of those big calls and situations, whoever won that alignment was, well, I guess I didn't really win alignment because I pivoted back over, but it definitely helped quite a bit. All right, we're gonna go straight for the Acrobatics yet again. Does so much damage, and it is going to be shield this time. And I think at this time I just decided not to shield. Ends up being a Mud Bomb bait, which is huge for me. The reason why I didn't shield is because shields down, that Clefable still does quite a bit of damage to that Seeking, and we do shield the Mud Bomb on that time around. However, we're going to throw Discharge, is going to be shielded. I'm going to shield the potential another Mud Bomb. That's fine. This next Mud Bomb is not enough to KO me. I had to shield them anyway because he double shielded, and we're just going to throw this Discharge right away. Jellicent being mostly a wall to that Seeking is going to be nice. I'm expecting maybe a Zweilous in the back. Let's see what happens. I'm expecting maybe a potential catch too, so I have to be a little careful here. And here comes the catch, and we get the matchup we want. And he knew it was over here too. So, but yeah, it came down to really not calling a potential bait there, which worked out in my favor. CMP here is not ideal, but it's fine. We're going to do the Meteor Mash here, and it is going to knock out the Zweilous. Do we get to the Moonblast? No, but we have a ton of energy on this Jellicent, and we're able to close it out. So, able to finish my final Sylph solo tournament on a sweep. I don't know if I have enough to qualify for Continentals yet for North America, but hope so. I've qualified for every Continental / Worlds the first season since Sylph came out, so it'd be nice to close it out there with a final qualification. Thank you RC Cola and JamesTheBlasian for hosting. Thank you all. Everyone really watching who've been watching from the very first video I ever made, which was my Lugia video. If you scroll back far enough on my YouTube channel, you'll know my journey in YouTube started in Sylph, and it's not going to end in Sylph because Sylph is ending soon, but it is nice that, you know, I was able to still kind of make videos throughout, and we had a lot of people still tune in to the Sylph videos. So thank you all, and for those that have been watching since day one of my YouTube channel, you all are the OGs, and appreciate your support. But even for those that tune in over the years, it's been great to have you, and let's hope that we have some nice, fun grassroots formats in the future after Sylph, but either way, we'll still do what we can to make the content interesting. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, feel free to give it a like and share, subscribe for future content, hit that notification bell to get alerted right when I post a new video, and I'll catch you all next time.